4-yard line. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Set! Blue 30!
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Room to run past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Set! Black 30! Luther, set!
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty.
Blue 30!
After the penalty, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Call it a gain of a couple there, as it'll leave him with a 2nd and just 3.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Set! Blue 30! He's checking. Jack 16. 50. Check out.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A very solid gain of 27.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Set! Black 30!
Now Bell. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
They get it to him running left. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
All right, now. Focus, focus. Let's go, Ty. Set. White 80. White 80.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 9th touchdown of the season. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Josh Lambo now for the point after. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Back to throw Beathard. Finding Green complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Hey, here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for the Bengals. 52 yards. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so that he's 3rd and about the length of the football. Now Joe Mixon, and he pulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Sutton now to return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Kickoff return 18 yards.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
I know you felt that one. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Set!
On second down, Roethlisberger. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
This is Bell on the dump off. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Sacramento football here to begin the second. The catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Set! Black 20! Why, sir?
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to wind up and air it out.
Let's go!
And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. And out now, here come the Bengals. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that'll set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
That is caught at the 7. A good pickup there at 22. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
They'll throw here. Beathard. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Watch 98. Back 99, Philly. Here we go. Gun, 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 gun.
Here's Beathard to throw. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Gun, 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 gun. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic.
Now Beathard eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. John Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Bengals are in for 6. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Hey, guys, check me out. We got side, black 20. Blue, there's a.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Floating one, incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. 3 down. Set! Black 80! Wait a second.
Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick 6. He's going into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Airing one out for Boyd. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Lucky 56.
To throw is Beathard. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And now back out comes the offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Single. Don't let 89 go.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
All right, here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Set.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Stephon Tuitt came out at Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer at that tackle.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And this will be caught at the 30. So 1:55 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Beathard, now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there of 22.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense about ready to take over again. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now it's Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
To throw is Beathard. This will be caught by Brown. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something...
He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. John Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals just continue to pour it on. And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense, with 2 guys going up for the football. which guy's going to box the other away from it and grab it.
Yeah, I know you hear it a lot, but it's just the will to get it, right?
Oh, without a doubt, the will as well as some really nice touch on the ball that was thrown.
And some talent, too. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 6 there on first. Now they got to get to the line quickly. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
We got 3. 50. Set. White 80.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down. Set. Black 80.
On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Vance McDonald, as the first half is winding down. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left.
Tight end. Tight right. 4 down.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, and if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Beathard to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Number 3 has his pass ball incomplete. 2nd down.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Strong left.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Now the Bengals on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Hold this.
They'll throw now on the final play. Going deep for Eifert. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. So we've reached halftime here in the Queens. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Looking to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. John Brown, 26 yards. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Sutton now to return. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
We'll see what they have up their sleeve.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Set, 180. Here we go. Watch 7. Watch.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then against with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Here we go. Back to throw Beathard. Airing one out for Boyd. And this is caught at the 20. A big play there for Cincinnati. 43 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
3 down, 3 down.
They'll drop to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They get it to him running left. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. Let's go, let's go.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 18. That he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
We got 3, we got 3.
All right, here we go.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Over!
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Woo, baby. Get him, boys. Get him, boys.
Now let's go.
They'll run here with Bernard. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Sutton now to return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Finds.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently,
Green,
since
39.
2000, Delta
39.
O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Nixon with a 1st down carry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.